December 27th, 2015, and as we did last year at this time, we are on our winter camping trip.
We left the city bright and early this morning. Actually, it was dark and early, but it was, I don't know, +4 or something like that. So it was raining and foggy and everything, and we were a little bit worried because they called for freezing rain and everything, which is never fun to drive through, but it was actually good driving. We got up here though, and there's snow on the ground. It's not too cold. It's actually very pleasant.
Winter camping is amazing. I love it. First time I did it was 2 years ago, and it was a really cold winter. Last year was even colder. This year we were actually lucky to have some snow. On the whole drive up here, there was practically no snow on the ground. It's been an incredibly warm December. It was 13 degrees Christmas Eve. So we're lucky that there is some snow. And apparently the weather forecast says we're going to have more snow over the next couple of days. So I'm looking forward to that. So when we arrived, the first thing we did is set up our tents. When you are winter camping, you have a lot more gear. Just because it's colder, you've got to be warmer. So I have a sleeping bag, I have a sleeping bag liner, I brought 2 comforters, and I have them folded over the sleeping bag. So it's going to be comfy and warm in there tonight. I also set up a tarp over top of my tent because of the snow we're expecting to get. I didn't want it to accumulate on the tent, so the hope is that it's just going to slide off. And look at that, it's starting to snow right now. Great. So the hope is it's going to slide right off, and we'll see if that works.
We unpacked a little bit and just went for a little hike back in through the bush up to a hiking trail and back up through there, just maybe an hour and a half, something like that.
It's getting a little bit thick in here. I'm going to follow Tim.
No, it's this way. No, it's this way. No, it's this way. I'm thinking summer though.
Okay, that's our first night over with. It got quite a bit colder last night. It was probably about, well, as far as we know, it was around about -15. So it was a little chilly. Once you're inside your tent though, you're fine.
I have a nice warm sleeping bag, so I'm okay when I'm in a nice toasty warm sleeping bag. I have another insert that goes inside that as well. And then I have a little air mattress and another sleeping bag underneath just to keep some of the coldness away. So you're nice and toasty warm while you're in there. It's just when you get up in the morning and you have to put on cold boots and cold mittens and everything, it's a little chilly, but hand warmers are great. Put some things inside your gloves and keep everything nice and warm. We're gonna do a little bit of hiking this morning and keep yourself moving so you stay nice and warm.
Oh boy.
Well, that was a fun hike. We went today up to Provoking Lake. It's all uphill pretty much the entire way.
It was a fairly good distance, and it's a really nice looking lake. The site that we went and checked out was really cool. I wouldn't mind camping there myself. But yeah, that's what we did for most of the day, hiking. When we hiked back, I took a different route. Now, normally when you're backpacking, you don't want to split up. It's better to stay together, but we're at a point where we know we can't get lost. So Tim has decided to go back to our camp that way. I'm gonna go back this way. And we're just curious to see which is the fastest. That is a shorter route that Tim took, but it goes up and down and winds around. This is a longer route, but it's all flat. It's all on an old railway line. So we'll see.
So on the way back, we came back to a spot where there's another fork, and we kind of went, why don't one of us go that way and one of us go this way, and we'll just see which way's quicker. And
Tim beat me back. Right now, it's about -12. I did get a chance to look at the weather report, and good luck, it's going to be going up overnight. It snowed a lot during the night.
Well, I had a couple of issues with my tent last night. It was snowing really hard. I had put a little tarp up over top, but it really wasn't angled enough, so all the snow sat right on top and kind of collapsed my tent a little bit. So I had to get up in the middle of the night and shovel off all the snow and take the tarp off so the snow could just fall off the tent. And
we woke up to a lot of snow. I'm guessing at least 30 centimeters on the ground and all over the tent. So it was fun to wake up to that. Today then we went for a hike.
Hike was fun. The deep snow is a little bit harder to trek through, no question. But it was great. So quiet back there. It's unreal just how little noise there is. Came back and rested a little, had some fun. We thrown the football around. Gloves. And then I went back for a hike into the forest, got my snowshoes on, and wow, that does make a big difference. It's so much easier to just glide on top of the snow, and looking at all the snow-covered trees and everything. Beautiful back there.
The trees look amazing with all the snow on them. Yeah. Wow, I mean, look at them all. It's amazing. It's amazing. Everybody has to go winter camping one day. It's fantastic. It's worth the cold. It's worth the getting tired walking in the snow. It's so beautiful. Yeah, tonight is our last night. Hopefully we'll have a reasonably good fire to keep us warm. Then I'll get snuggled back into my tent and get up tomorrow morning, and then we head home.